The camera fades in with a low hum, a storm brewing over Detroit. A single spotlight flashes across a massive stage, empty except for one mic stand. The crowd's roar is replaced by a haunting silence. And that's when the voiceover cuts in. If this really is the end, then Eminem just left hip-hop shaking to its core. For weeks now, fans have been spiraling after a cryptic clip surfaced online. Eminem in the studio, quietly muttering, "Till the roof comes off, then I'm done." Those 6 words lit the internet on fire. Was he teasing a final album? Was he walking away for good? Or was it one of those rare, raw moments where even a legend cracks under the weight of his own legacy? Sources close to the rapper claim that this isn't just another stunt, that M has been quietly cleaning house, cutting ties, and preparing for something massive. Some insiders say he's been seen late nights at the 8 Mile studio, revisiting old tapes, scribbling bars about regret, redemption, and revenge. Whatever this is, one thing's for sure. The roof's about to come off one last time, and the entire rap world's holding its breath. Detroit 2025, the city that made Eminem who he is, feels different now, quieter, older, and colder. Snow piles against cracked curbs. The streets that once echoed with the rhythm of freestyle battles are now filled with silence and nostalgia. And somewhere, deep inside a gated mansion just outside the city limits, the world's most elusive rapper sits alone. His headphones on, his mind somewhere far away. Eminem, real name Marshall Bruce Mathers III, is 52 years old now. The man who once shouted, "Till the roof comes off, till the lights go out," is tired, not just physically, emotionally, spiritually. His reflection these days doesn't just show age, it shows battle scars. Not the kind you see in fights, but the kind you earn from surviving your own mind. For months, fans have been asking, where's M? Why hasn't he dropped anything new? Why is he so quiet? And then it happened, a single cryptic post. Just 3 words on Instagram, "One last ride." No caption. No picture of a studio, no teaser, just that. The internet exploded. Comments flooded in. "Bro, don't play with us. This better mean an album. Final ride? He better not be retiring." But behind those 3 words was something deeper. Something even his closest friends didn't see coming. It started with a late-night studio session at Shady Records in Detroit. According to sources close to the camp, M had been writing again, but not like before. His notebooks weren't filled with punchlines or diss bars. They were filled with letters. Letters to people, letters to Haley, to Proof, to Dr. Even one to his younger self. Paul Rosenberg, his lifelong manager and friend, reportedly walked in one night and saw M sitting there, headphones on, mumbling the hook from "Till I Collapse." Only this time he wasn't rapping. He was whispering, almost like a man saying goodbye. "Yo, you good?" Paul asked. M looked up. His eyes were tired but clear. "I'm good, bro. Just thinking. Sometimes you gotta know when the roof's already come off." Paul froze. That was the first time he'd ever heard M talk like that. Like a man at peace with walking away. Over the next few weeks, whispers started leaking online. Someone inside Shady Studios said M had been recording something called the final chapter. Another claimed Dr. Dre had flown out for a private session. No cameras, no posts, no leaks. Just Dre and M, 2 legends in one room for what might be the last time. An engineer allegedly told a Detroit outlet that when Dre walked in, M stood up and said, "Doc, I'm only doing this one more time. One last explosion. Then I'm out." Dre reportedly nodded. Then let's make it sound like the roof really came off. Meanwhile, fans noticed something off about Haley Jade's posts. Normally bright, filled with lifestyle and podcast updates, her tone suddenly changed. She shared a quote that said, "Sometimes you have to let go of what built you to find who you are." People started connecting dots. Did she know something about her dad's retirement? Was this quote a goodbye in disguise? And then, boom. TMZ caught Eminem outside a Detroit diner with Elena, his adopted daughter, looking unusually serious. Paparazzi shouted questions. "Em, are you retiring? Is the new album your last?" He didn't say a word. He just looked up once, smirked slightly, and said, "All good things end, right?" Then he got into the car and drove away. The clip went viral in hours. Eminem confirms retirement? Is this the end of Shady? What does "till the roof comes off" really mean? Behind closed doors, though, it wasn't that simple. M wasn't planning a retirement. He was planning a closure. There's a difference. See, for Eminem, music was never about fame. It was about survival. Every verse was a therapy session, every hook a confession. But now he was at a crossroads. Haley was married. Dre was focusing on film and production. And M? He'd already conquered everything. Grammy? Check. Oscars? Check. Legacy? Untouchable. So what was left? According to insiders, peace. But peace doesn't come easy to someone who's been at war with the world and himself for 2 decades. One night, reportedly around 3 a.m., M called Royce to 5'9". Yo, nickel. You ever wonder what it's like to just stop? Royce laughed. Stop what? Everything, M replied. The music, the grind, the hate, the pressure, just stop and breathe. There was a long pause. Royce could tell this wasn't just M being deep. You thinking about walking away? M sighed. I'm thinking about walking home. That one sentence, walking home, became a mystery among fans later. Because just days after that conversation, he posted a photo of the Detroit skyline with the caption, Home, Jarek Final Chapter. But what fans didn't know was that the final chapter wasn't just a metaphor for retirement. It was an actual album project, one that would take everything full circle. According to leaks, the intro track starts with the sound of a heartbeat, slowing down. Then Dre's voice fades in. What happens when the roof comes off? And the man inside has nowhere left to go? Then you hear M's voice, raw and almost trembling. You don't retire from pain. You just learn to rhyme slower. Word spread fast. Every hip-hop outlet was buzzing. The game was on fire again. Could Eminem really be ending his career with Till the Roof Comes Off, the final chapter? And if so, what secrets would he finally reveal? But the storm wasn't done building, because not everyone was ready for M's final act. 50 Cent went live one night and laughed, saying, Man, M ain't going nowhere. That boy been saying he's done since 2006. But then, a week later, even 50 changed his tune when he visited Detroit. Sources say he left the studio quiet and emotional. When a fan asked him about the album on Instagram Live, 50 just said, Y'all ain't ready for this one. It's not bars, it's closure. The energy was shifting, something big was brewing. Meanwhile, inside the shady camp, the pressure was mounting. The project was top secret. Only a handful of people even knew the track list. But one engineer leaked a text that shook the internet. It read, We're closing the roof tonight. Last track's done, it's over. Fans flooded Reddit threads. Conspiracy theories spread like wildfire. Some said the final chapter was a hidden tribute to Proof. Others claimed it was about his mother, Debbie. Some even speculated it was a coded goodbye, not just from music, but from the public eye entirely. And then just when the speculation reached its peak, a new leak surfaced, a rough clip, 30 seconds long, allegedly from the intro. You can hear M's voice trembling raw saying, If this is it, then let him know the roof didn't fall. I burned it down myself. The internet broke. Fans were crying, sharing memories, tributes, comments like, My childhood just ended again. He started with fire. He's ending with ashes. As the city of Detroit prepared for what might be Eminem's last masterpiece, one thing became clear. This wasn't just another album rollout. This was an emotional farewell, a moment 2 decades in the making, a storm that had been brewing since the day Slim Shady picked up a pen. And as the clock ticked toward release day, one question echoed louder than any beat. Was this really the end of Marshall Mathers? Or just the beginning of something we never expected? It started small. A tweet here, a Reddit post there, but by the morning of March 3rd, 2025, the internet was on fire. Someone had leaked what they claimed was an entire verse from Eminem's upcoming Final Chapter album. It was 45 seconds long, grainy, and obviously recorded off a studio speaker. But the voice was unmistakable. That tone, that breath, that fury, it was him. If they want the smoke, let him choke on the silence I left. No encore, no revival, just peace and regret. Fans were stunned. You could almost hear the collective gasp ripple across Twitter, TikTok, and every hip-hop forum known to man. Within hours, the hashtag #TillTheRoofComesOff hit #1 worldwide. But not everyone was celebrating. Paul Rosenberg was furious. In a rare statement to the press, he wrote, We are investigating how this material got out. The project is personal and private to Marshall. Please don't share leaks. That only made fans hungrier. The mystery, the secrecy, the emotion, it was like watching the last chapter of a 25-year movie unfold in real time. And while the fans waited for answers, something strange happened. Another clip dropped. This one wasn't a song, it was a conversation. A muffled voice believed to be Eminem's could be heard saying, I don't care what they think anymore, Paul. I just need to say it before I'm gone. I don't care what they think anymore, Paul. I just need to say it before I'm gone. Paul replied, "Gone where?" And then silence. Those two words, "gone where?" echoed through social media like thunder. Within hours, Eminem Gone Where started trending. Fans panicked. Some thought he meant retirement. Others feared something darker, that this wasn't about quitting rap, but about disappearing entirely. Podcasts blew up overnight. TikTok creators made emotional edits with Mockingbird and Beautiful Pain playing in the background. YouTubers posted theories with thumbnails screaming, "Eminem says goodbye forever? Is this his final message? A Marshall Mathers is done." One fan even dug up an old 2013 interview where M said, "When I'm done, you'll know. There won't be no press release. I'll just go." That clip resurfaced and reignited the fear. Was this that moment? Meanwhile, back in Detroit, the mood around M's circle was tense. Haley Jade, his daughter, posted a black and white photo of the Detroit River with no caption. Just a single emoji. Fans flooded her comments. "Is your dad okay? Please tell us he's not done. We're not ready to say goodbye." She didn't respond. But the silence said everything. Even longtime collaborator Royce Day 59 tweeted something cryptic. Sometimes the quietest moments hold the loudest truths. Behind the scenes, though, M was working harder than ever. According to an engineer inside Shady Studios, he was recording almost every night. But something had changed. He wasn't obsessing over punchlines or technical perfection. He was talking to himself. He'd rap a verse, the source said, then just sit there staring at the mic, like he was trying to hear what the younger version of himself would say back. It was haunting. In one leaked verse, he raps, "I don't see fame no more, I see faces I lost. The price of being great is knowing what it cost." People online called it the most vulnerable M since Mockingbird. But others noticed the darker tone creeping in. Some even compared the lyrics to Stan. Except this time, M sounded like the letter writer, not the hero. Then came the studio confrontation. A week before the leak went viral, insiders say there was an argument between M and one of his longtime producers. The tension had been building. The team wanted him to promote the album, press runs, interviews, a possible Super Bowl halftime cameo. But M refused. "I'm not doing none of that," he reportedly snapped. "This ain't for them. It's for me." The producer fired back. "You can't disappear like this, bro. People love you. You owe them." M slammed his pen down. "I don't owe nobody nothing. I gave him my whole life already." The room went silent. Everyone knew that tone. That was finality. When Marshall said something was done, it was done. Word spread through Detroit's tight music community. Everyone from Big Sean to Trick Trick started calling. Some wanted to collaborate, others just wanted to check in. But according to reports, M ignored most of them. He wasn't being cold, as he was focused, almost possessed. A friend close to him said, "Marshall's not running away. He's writing his eulogy in rhyme form. Like, he wants to close every door properly before he leaves." But then came the explosion. On April 10th, 2025, without warning, Shady Records' official YouTube account uploaded a 45-second teaser. It was black screen. No visuals. Just audio, a slow heartbeat, a faint piano. Then M's voice. "You ever been scared to stop breathing because you don't know what's next?" "Yeah, me too." Then silence. And the words faded in. "Till the roof comes off. The final chapter." May 20th, 2025, as the internet broke. Fans lost their minds. TikTok edits went wild. Reaction channels lit up. Hip-hop legends started posting tributes in real time. Jay-Z tweeted, "There's only one Slim Shady. Respect the legend." Dr. Dre shared an old photo of the two of them from 1999 with the caption, "Full circle. Proud forever." Even 50 Cent wrote, he said, "One last ride. Don't blink, it's gonna be heavy." Every outlet, from Billboard to Complex to Rolling Stone, began calling it the most anticipated hip-hop moment of the decade. But not everyone was convinced. A few industry insiders claimed this wasn't about retirement at all. It was a marketing play. One anonymous source from Interscope said, "You think a guy like M just walks away? Nah, this is his Jordan moment. Retire today, come back in 3 years, bigger than ever." Fans were divided. Half begged him to stay. The other half respected the goodbye. But everyone agreed on one thing. If this really was the end, it was the most poetic exit ever crafted in rap history. Then came one last twist. A journalist from the Detroit Free Press revealed that the album's closing track was titled Curtain Down. According to early insiders, the final verse includes the words, "I stood in the fire till my voice turned to smoke. If you're still listening, I hope you never choke." Fans interpreted it as a message to his younger self, or maybe to the industry that once tried to destroy him. Either way, it hit hard. As May approached, Detroit began buzzing with rumors. Billboards popped up across the city, black backgrounds, white text, till the roof comes off. No logos, no taglines, just those words. It felt like the end of an era, the closing of a story that started in a trailer park and rewrote hip-hop forever. And even though no one had heard the full album yet, everyone knew it was coming. Eminem wasn't just dropping music, he was dropping closure. And for fans who'd grown up on his pain, his chaos, his brilliance, this wasn't just nostalgia. It was personal. As one fan put it in a viral TikTok, tears in her eyes, "It feels like watching your hero finally walk off stage." But the thing is, he already gave us everything. Maybe this time it's okay to let him go. But was that really the end? Or was Eminem, the master of illusion, the king of alter egos, setting us up for one last twist? It was May 20th, 2025, the day hip-hop stood still. From Detroit to Dubai, every fan had one question. Is this really it? At exactly midnight EST, Eminem's Till the Roof Comes Off, the final chapter, hit every streaming platform at once. No early leaks this time, no teasers, just a silent drop. The moment it landed, Spotify crashed. Apple Music's servers slowed to a crawl. Twitter, or X as they now called it, went insane. People weren't just listening, they were mourning. The opening track was titled Echoes in the Attic. It started with a faint creak, like an old wooden door opening, followed by M's voice, aged yet razor sharp. "I walked back through my past, found ghosts with my name on their chains. They said, 'You built us from pain.' I said, 'Yeah, but who do I blame?' The lyrics hit like a gut punch. Every bar felt like a confession. Every word's a piece of closure. Within minutes, fans were crying, tweeting, dissecting. One viral tweet said, "This isn't an album. It's a goodbye letter disguised as a mixtape." Then came track 3, Haley's Song 2. The moment that title appeared on the track list, fans froze. They remembered the first one, the raw, emotional track where he poured out every ounce of fatherly love and guilt. But this one was different, softer, sadder. It opened with Haley's real voice, a voicemail. "Hey Dad, I heard you're in the studio again. I just wanted to say I'm proud of you, no matter what you decide next." Then the beat dropped, a slow piano with distant echoes like the sound of time passing. "You ain't gotta cry no more, baby girl, I'm fine. The war inside my head's the only hill I had to climb." The internet lost it. Fans were recording their first listens live, breaking down mid-video. Some said it was his most emotional track since Mockingbird. Others said it was the perfect ending to the father-daughter saga that started 2 decades ago. But it wasn't all tears. Halfway through the album, the tone shifted. Track 7, Roof's on Fire. That classic angry Slim Shady energy returned. Wild, unpredictable, unfiltered. He called out the industry, fake friends, even himself. "I'm my own ghostwriter. Yeah, I wrote my own demise, built my coffin out of Grammys just to see how it'd rise." It was venomous. But fans didn't hear bitterness. They heard release. It was like he was purging the last bit of chaos left in him. And then, in classic Slim fashion, he slipped in a joke mid-verse. "Y'all said I fell off, I'm no cap. I tripped over my plaques." That line went viral in less than 10 minutes. The album wasn't just music. It was a story, told in real time. Every lyric felt intentional. Every beat had purpose. And then came track 10, Till the Roof Comes Off, finale. The same iconic line from Until I Collapse echoed through the intro. 'Cause sometimes you just feel tired, feel weak, and when you feel weak, you feel like you want to just give up. But this time it was whispered, not shouted. Like the older version of M was talking directly to his younger self. Then, silence, a heartbeat, and a piano, he began. "The kid from 8 Mile made it past the grave, but every win I got still came with pain to save. You can take the mic, I'm done holding it hostage, I built this stage. Now let the next one rock it." The world stopped. Even hip-hop legends who rarely comment on anything, Nas, Kendrick, Jay-Z, all posted the same thing, respect. By 3 a.m., news outlets were calling it the end of an era. Rolling Stone's headline read, Eminem just retired hip-hop, and nobody's mad about it. Fans outside his Detroit mansion started leaving candles, letters, sneakers, and notes that said, "Thank you, Slim." One viral clip showed a fan sobbing while blasting "Lose Yourself" through their car speakers at 2 a.m., whispering, blasting "Lose Yourself" through their car speakers at 2 a.m., whispering, "You got me through every dark day." This feels like losing family, but not everyone believed it was really over. On Instagram Live, 50 Cent hinted, "Don't believe everything you hear. That boy always got one more surprise." And that's when the internet exploded again. Because just a few hours after the album dropped, a mysterious file surfaced on Reddit titled, "Curtain Down, Final Wave." It wasn't part of the official release. It wasn't on streaming. But those who heard it said it was haunting. The track allegedly opened with M breathing heavily, almost whispering, "I didn't leave you. I just went quiet for a minute." Then, the sound of footsteps fading, a door closing, and a faint chuckle. "You didn't really think I'd quit, did you?" And the file cuts off abruptly. Within hours, it was deleted everywhere. Scrubbed from Reddit, SoundCloud, even mirrors. Fans thought it was fake, until someone matched the voice frequencies to Eminem's. It was real. Suddenly, the theories went wild. Was the final chapter really the end? Or was this the biggest setup of his career? A coded announcement for a secret sequel project? YouTubers went ballistic. Commentators started connecting dots. One theory claimed that each track's title formed an acrostic that spelled out a hidden message: "I'm still here." Whether coincidence or genius, it became the hottest conspiracy on the internet. Meanwhile, M stayed silent. No posts, no statements, no interviews. His only move came 3 days later, when his longtime producer posted a photo of an empty studio chair with a caption, "He left the mic on." That single post got 7 million likes in 24 hours. Fans didn't know what to feel: sadness, confusion, hope. But one thing was undeniable: this album hit different. It wasn't just bars, it wasn't just music. It was closure. People said it reminded them of watching Kobe's final game. Beautiful, bittersweet, and unforgettable. It was the end of a legacy that shaped generations, from battle rap basements to Super Bowl stages. And yet, there was still that lingering mystery, that missing puzzle piece. The question nobody could shake: if this was the final chapter, why did it sound like the beginning of something else? The very next morning, TMZ released grainy footage of M walking into Shady Studios again. Hoodie up, face down, no entourage. Fans zoomed in and noticed one thing: a folder in his hand labeled Project Curtain 2. The comments went wild. "Bro, he's trolling us again." "Final chapter my ass, he's cooking something." It's never over till Slim says it's over. And maybe that was the truth. Because if history had taught us anything, it's that Eminem never goes quietly. He exits loud, explosive, legendary, and maybe, just maybe, this wasn't a goodbye. Maybe this was him closing one door only to kick open another. As one YouTuber said in their viral breakdown, the roof didn't come off. He took it with him. And that's exactly how it felt. An ending that didn't end. A silence that spoke louder than words. And a legend who, even when he says goodbye, still echoes forever. By now, the internet was split in two. Half the world believed Eminem had officially retired. The other half believed the final chapter was just a brilliant setup for the greatest comeback of all time. But as the chaos online grew louder, something quiet was happening offline. Detroit was transforming into a shrine. Mural artists flooded the streets, painting giant tributes with "Till the Roof Comes Off" written in graffiti letters across abandoned factories. Old fans, the ones who grew up on The Real Slim Shady and Stan, stood side by side with Gen Z kids who discovered him through TikTok. Different generations, same respect. And that's when something beautiful happened. The city that once doubted him came full circle, honoring the man who put Detroit back on the map. Outside 8 Mile Studios, fans gathered with candles, blasting his music, chanting, "Slim never dies!" For once, there wasn't hate. No trolling, no beef. Just love. But while the fans were celebrating, there was one person who wasn't smiling: Haley. Reports say she was the only one who knew the truth about her father's silence. According to insiders close to the family, M had left Detroit right after the album release. No press, no goodbye tour, nothing. He'd gone completely off-grid. A source claimed he didn't even tell Haley where he was going. just left a letter on her kitchen counter that said, "Don't worry, I'm okay. I just need to finish this my way." That letter leaked a week later. In his handwriting, fans could read faded lines like, "The roof ain't just the stage. It's the pressure. And I think it's finally time to breathe under open skies." That single line broke millions of hearts. Then, 10 days later, the world woke up to another shock. A mysterious live stream appeared on Eminem's official YouTube channel. No announcement, no thumbnail, no title, just a black screen. Within minutes, hundreds of thousands of people joined. The chat was moving faster than anyone could read. Is this real? He's back? Till the Roof Comes Off Part 2! Then the sound of a chair creaking. Heavy breathing. A flickering light. And there he was. Eminem, sitting alone in a dimly lit studio, hoodie up, eyes shadowed, mic in front of him. He didn't say a word for 30 seconds, just stared into the camera. Then softly, I said I was done. But every time I close the door, I hear the beat knocking. Fans lost their minds. Twitter trends exploded. Charles M is back. Till the Roof Comes Off. Shady resurrected. And then he dropped one line that sent chills down everyone's spine. The roof didn't come off yet. Because I'm still inside. Cut to black. Stream ends. No title. No explanation. It was chaos. Again. News channels went into overdrive. Hip-hop blogs started calling it the most cryptic comeback teaser in music history. And within 48 hours, Billboard confirmed that the live stream wasn't a glitch. It was officially uploaded from Eminem's verified account. So what did it mean? Was this the real end or the start of something even bigger? Behind the scenes, whispers began leaking out of shady records. Engineers spoke anonymously, claiming M had been recording a second album, one that was entirely experimental. No label, no features, no promotion, just him. A producer close to him described it like this: "It's not Slim Shady, it's not Eminem. It's Marshall Mathers, raw, stripped, human, the stuff he never said before." That quote sent chills through the industry. Fans began dubbing it the Resurrection Project. Meanwhile, other artists started weighing in. Dr. Dre, during an interview, said, "If that man says it's the final chapter, I believe him. But if he decides to write another one, best believe it'll shake the world again." 50 Cent went live laughing, "Man, he ain't done. You can't turn off what made you who you are. That boy bleeds beats." And even Kendrick Lamar tweeted a cryptic message: "Legends don't retire. They reincarnate." But amid all the noise, one thing stood out: the fans. Millions of comments, edits, and tribute videos flooded YouTube. From emotional montages of his journey from 8 Mile to Super Bowl halftime, to slow piano covers of Lose Yourself, the love was endless. One viral TikTok said it perfectly: Eminem didn't just change music. He changed people. The way we deal with pain, the way we talk about struggle, the way we fight back, that's his real legacy. Then came the final twist. Exactly 1 month after Till the Roof Comes Off dropped, a billboard appeared in downtown Detroit. Black background. White letters, it read, "Curtain still moving." No logo, no hashtag. But in the bottom right corner, in small print, a single symbol, a silhouette of a mic breaking through a roof. That was it. Within hours, fans connected it to the rumored Curtain 2 folder seen in the TMZ photos. If that billboard was real, it meant he wasn't done yet. And that's when Paul Rosenberg finally broke the silence. In an exclusive interview, he smiled and said, "You'll know what it means when the roof really comes off." No one knew if it was a confirmation, a teaser, or just classic shady trolling. But one thing was clear: Eminem's story wasn't over. It was evolving. By the end of 2025, every major outlet crowned Till the Roof Comes Off as one of the most streamed albums of the decade. But fans didn't see it as an album. They saw it as a message. A reminder that even legends feel lost sometimes. That every ending is just another verse waiting to be written. And maybe that's why this story hits so hard. Because Eminem's not just a rapper. He's a symbol of survival, of imperfection, of fighting demons out loud so others don't have to. When he said, "The roof's on fire," he wasn't just talking about fame or rap. He was talking about life. About burning down the walls that hold you back. He gave people permission to be broken and still build something beautiful. So when fans ask, is this really the end of Eminem? Maybe the answer is simple. You can't end a story that never stops inspiring. Because legends don't fade, they echo. In car speakers, in headphones, in hearts. And even if Eminem never drops another verse, his words already did what most artists only dream of. They changed the world. So what do you think? Is Till the Roof Comes Off really the final chapter of Eminem's legendary career? Or is this just the calm before the storm, the setup for something even bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments below, because we know one thing for sure. When Eminem moves, the world listens. If you felt those chills when the beat dropped, if you grew up screaming "lose yourself" in front of your mirror, then this story isn't just his, it's ours. It's ours. It's every underdog who refused to give up. Every dreamer who turned pain into power. Every voice that found strength in his words. Because whether he's Marshall, Slim, or Shady's, he's a part of music history forever. So hit that like button, smash that subscribe, and turn on notifications. Because when Eminem finally decides to speak again, you'll want to be the first to hear it. Until then, keep the speakers loud, keep the dreams alive, and remember, even when the roof comes off, the echoes of Slim Shady never fade.